Okay, alright guys, welcome back. Okay, on the previous tutorial, actually my arguments were 7, it was not 6, okay? Just I mistakenly used a dot symbol here. That was concatenating my arguments there. So if I came here and if I came and reload my page and came to the init.php, I'm in init in users, right? So where's where my function? This one I already echoed out. Okay, no problem. So if I came here and if I reload my page, it will be 7. I'm using 7 arguments here. The number does matters because I'm going to show you guys how to reduce or how to remove the first variable here, because there is a redundancy here. I'm accessing the username through the session and finally displaying all the information about the user through this variable here. So I have to remove that from here. So before that, I have to gate the arguments. Okay, I already got the number of arguments. Then I have to already access the number of arguments here. I have to get the user ID, username, password, email, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna make a there is a built-in function actually in a PHP that will allow you to gate to gate the arguments. Okay, so if I came here and if I echo out get args, it's gonna show me all of my arguments. Okay, and let me come and refresh my page. Array to string conversion on the line 11. There is some error here. Oh, just yeah, I have to use print r, not echo, because it's an array. Okay, you cannot display arrays through echo, just you have to use print r. So it's gonna show me like it passed the first session, the user ID, the username, the password, the email, the first last name. Okay, so what I will do, there is one thing that I have to do. First I have to remove the first session part here. I have to remove this thing. So what I will do, if the func number of the arguments is greater than 1, what I will do, I will remove the session. So how can I achieve that? I will use onSet and I will use the variable gate args of the index 0, because the session is the first index. Okay, so that it will be removed. So if I came here and print r the func gate args, okay, it will remove the first part. Okay, just look, see, it removed the first part. It starts counting from index 1. Okay, so what I will do, just I remove this echo thing out of here. So I have to just imploit this array into different chunk of strings so that I can use it on a MySQL query. So how can I achieve that? I will use first, let me define an empty array which is called a data. Okay, then let me come and initialize a variable is called field. Okay, and then what I will do, I will implode the func gate args, okay, with a delimiting character. The delimiting character will be just this hyphen, what's it called, I don't know what's simple, which is next to 1 in your keyboard. Okay, then between them I'll use a comma sign, and then I'm gonna concatenate that symbol, what I have told you, which is next to 1 in your keyboard. Then dot here, I'm gonna concatenate, and I'm gonna do the same thing at the back. Okay, so if I came here and if I display in fields, okay, it will display it like this. Okay, this is how you write field names in a MySQL, right? Backtick, then there is the field name, right? So all of them have backticks. Okay, so then I can use this thing in MySQL query. So I'll use MySQL query, then I will say select, what I will select, it will be the field here. Then I'm gonna copy and paste. From the table name, my table name will be users. Then I will use where the user ID will be the casted user ID here. Okay, that's why I cast this into an integer, because I want to protect myself from HSQL injection. Okay, which is equals to the user ID here. Okay, then I'm gonna equate this thing to the data here. Okay, but the return type for this thing have to be an array. So there is a built-in function which is called MySQL fetch assoc in PHP. Then I'm gonna embed this thing and I'm gonna make this to return an array. Okay, it's gonna return all of the fields, okay, which I have set it here. Okay, then finally I want to return the data here. That's I have to do so far. Okay, so let me come to my aside. Rather than if is set $session user ID, I want to make a new page which is called logged in. Okay, then let me gonna save us and let me come to widgets and let me create a file which is called loggedin.php. Okay, then let me copy all of my crops from here and paste. Then let me remove this part here and let me say to the aside, if it is logged in, I want to pass to a file which is called loggedin.php. Then I'm gonna paste here and I'm gonna say loggedin.php. So what I will say firstly hello. Then I'm gonna open PHP here. Then I'm gonna echo out. In the init, I have initialized something which is called a user data here. For instance, if I want to display its last name, I'm gonna come here. I mean, if it is username here, then I will come here. Okay, then I will refresh my page. It will say hello Tensei. Okay, for instance, if I have another column in here, if I want to insert some data here, for instance, the username of Mamae here, password, something like this. Let me use MD5's encryption system here. Just came here and go. Okay, so if I go to logout.php and if it's I inserted Mamae here and Mamae here. Oh, sorry, I have to activate this account. Then I'm gonna go to edit. I'm gonna press 1 here. Then I'm gonna click go. Then I will say, then it says hello Mamae here. So on the next tutorial, we'll keep on pushing, keep on subscribing, keep on liking. Peace and love. Ciao.